Hey everyone, welcome back to Eye Opener Society and welcome back to episode 101. This is a complete reset. If many of you have heard episode 100, it's a milestone for pretty much any podcaster to hit that milestone. I'm excited. I'm proud that it happened. I'm so excited and proud that Hannah was with me on that episode. But as you all know, if you've been following this podcast long enough, you understand I break the rules as far as what podcasters, as far as what's supposed to be done and following all the advice. They always said consistency is key. I call bullshit. I really feel that we need to change, adapt, and evolve. And that's exactly what we do here at Eye Opener Society. We're still raw, we're still unedited, and we still speak our mind. And having said that, I just first wanted, before I jump into this episode, I want to give a big thank you for three people who have helped me through this for a while now. Elaine from Elaine's Arcane Oracle, Ann Lund from Ann Lund's Haunted and Waiting, and Sunset Child from Sunset Child's Out There podcast. Listen, ladies, you've been amazing. You're always amazing. You bring me such amazing and powerful stuff, and I really enjoyed it, and I enjoy all the help. I want to thank all the other podcasters that have been behind the scenes, especially Swales from Bell Witch Podcast, and also Just Us Thinking. You guys have been great. Josh and Jake show, and the wonderful NDT podcast. Listen, there's a lot of people I want to thank, but as we're getting into this new episode, there's new energy. And energy is the key word here because I'm working with somebody new. I'm actually working with two new people, but I brought somebody with me, and this is going to be our new co host. I want to introduce everyone to Lizzie. Lizzie, welcome to Eye Opener Society.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here. Really vibe with the whole breaking all the rules thing. That's kind of my thing. Anybody who knows me, it's kind of my focus is change. I have this belief that everybody has the ability to change themselves into exactly who they actually are underneath everything. And it just kind of starts with mindset and connecting with your body, and it just kind of becomes a game after a little bit. So that's kind of what I focus on.
And that is amazing. And just before we went on to the recording, I sat here with Lizzie and I experienced exactly what she has to offer. And I have to say, it's people that work with intuition are truly gifted. And Lizzie's no different. Lizzie has a great sense of intuition. And just to give a little background too, before we even get into that, the funniest thing is, as you know, I've been moving away from Facebook. I'm still there, but I picked up on TikTok and, just to get the word out there. And that's where I actually encountered Lizzie. She was doing her stuff on TikTok. And I'm going to have a link there, but it's lizzie.by.energy. And you can follow her on TikTok and you'll see and hear some amazing insights. Her videos are incredible, and you'll pick up on her energy. But that's what I picked up on. I picked up on her energy. And I said, wow, I have to work with this person. And Lizzie, you and I sat and we did a little session. And I mean, I think it went really well. I think it's funny where we realized we're two kind of the same people, and there was some sort of a block there. But I had mentioned, hey, I think maybe that block is because you and I are just so much alike. And would you agree with that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm really excited about this because we come at this from a very different perspective. And so I think that we're both going to learn a whole lot by it. Real quick, I just wanted to say my TikTok is energy.by.lizzie. You just had it flipped
Did I
backwards.
flip backwards? In my old age, I must be picking up dyslexia, but that's why I'm going to put a link in here. Yeah, so Energy by Lizzie with the two dots. There'll be a link, and we'll be talking a lot more about it because just go ahead, tell the audience about you, what it is you do, explain it in your own terms. Be yourself, let the world know.
Well, I guess the best way to explain this has been a lifelong obsession with understanding people and emotions, why they run everybody's lives. I watched this from the time I was little, and It just always fascinated me. And so it started kind of as an obsession with that. And then through my own, life struggles, started deep diving into shadow work, trying to therapize myself because, didn't have the money to pay someone else to do it. And through this, and then a dear friend I met in the perfect time in my life for it, we ended up just kind of spiraling into finding out that every person actually has all the answers that they need for any question they'll ever ask in their life. And so ever since then, that was 2019, I guess is 2019. Ever since then, I've just kind of been on a journey to figure out how to connect all the dots for myself so I can figure out how to share it with other people.
That's wonderful. And like I said, experiencing it myself, I see great potential that you have with helping people. And this is going to help with the audience if anybody feels that you need it. And look, do you work on donations or you even do this? I mean, you have a whole thing set up. And I don't understand why you're not doing this professionally.
So I technically am doing it professionally. I have a studio to go with my massage business. The by donation only is a new thing. It started as kind of an experiment that I didn't know if I was going to land on my face or if it was going to give me everything I wanted. And somehow it did both in the most beautiful, intricate design possible. Um, so, okay, this is what happened. So I started getting this idea that money is just an energy, right? You've probably heard that if you're anywhere on social media. But like what does that mean? How do you be the frequency of money? Do I picture myself as a dollar bill? Like I don't know what you're talking about. And so I've been exploring that a little bit. And I started getting this idea that it is less about money being its own frequency and simply accepting the idea that you are infinitely abundant. Like you, right now, without healing anything, exactly as you are today, can have full trust in the universe to provide everything that you need to do what you need to do. And I had a hard time putting a price to my course that I was putting out. I decided $400 because I was going to put at least 4 hours into each person answering questions. I know how this game goes. Been doing it long enough professionally to know. And so that was the price I put on it. And then I started thinking about it and I was like, I wrote this for the person of me 5 years ago. And me 5 years ago never would have invested $400 in myself, barely would have invested the time it's going to take to get through this course. And it kind of just all came into this place where I had no idea what I was doing or why I was doing it, but I knew I had to put out my course for free instead. And so I did it. And I was like, I don't know, I'm playing a game, understanding the, frequency of money or whatever. And I was secretly hoping somebody was going to love it and give me $10,000. Of course I was, but it didn't happen. And it was fine. And I kept flowing with it and I answered everybody's questions. I've done everything by donation only. I have received some money, but not once by the person I'm helping. It's always come from a different thing. And I got something better than I could have like ask for too, which is what I'm learning about abundance is when you focus on money, you actively just push it away. When you are trying to raise your frequency to match yourself to a timeline or dimension, however it is you look at it, when you're trying to match that, what you need to do is be yourself and ask for what you need to better be yourself. And that's what the universe is going to give you. And so I gave my course out for free. I'm answering everybody's questions for free. I haven't gotten that $10,000 I'm wishing for just yet, but the universe gave me the answers to every question I've been asking over the last 6 years. The hours and hours and hours I spent trying to map it out with my tarot cards and my pendulum and my friends, like they gave it to me, not because I gave my course out for free, but because I trusted the universe was going to give me exactly what I needed. So she gave me the answers, and now I get to build something completely new from it.
This is why I wanted you as a co-host. Your insights are amazing. And when you talk money, You made so much sense with that because we're now, instead of looking at money as just this physical form, you're looking at it as an energy. And you made me realize that. And and I know we always talk about manifestation on the show, and we manifest stuff, but it is a way, it's almost selfish to manifest all this money for yourself, just wanting to do better, just wanting to understand yourself more. That's going to bring abundance, whether that abundance is in money or just keeping yourself afloat. And I know you've been through that, and it makes so much sense. And can see that it helps you believe in yourself too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, sorry, I was going to say something, then it blocked out. Still not used to being live just yet. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, because what it is that money is gonna come to you. It's not like a reward for like healing, like it's kind of presented. I'm realizing that money is gonna come to you when it starts helping you be the better you. Like your phone may or may not actually help you in that moment. Maybe what you need is an abundance in another spot. And when you can look at the bigger picture, it all makes sense. But when you're in the moment, it's really hard to look at that bigger picture. And so sometimes you just got to kind of flow with it.
I got you. And what is it that you actually do? What do you call it? Is it like energy architecture, or what's the whole title of it?
I don't have a title because I can't really title it. I'm okay, so energy architecture comes because I started realizing that we're not necessarily clearing out energy and bringing more in a I imagined it like a glass of red water that you pour white water, like clear water in. And as the clear comes in, the red turns to pink and then starts to turn clear. That's how I always imagined the energy. But recently, with the work that I've been doing, I'm picturing it more like codes of light. And so it's an energetic architecture type work because you're not necessarily shifting things or changing things. You're allowing the person space to literally restructure how their energetic DNA is mixing with their physical DNA to make their life and their body what it is.
All right, I got it. I got it. When we talk about all this energy healing and everything else, it is sometimes it's very difficult to actually put it in any type of genre because every single person has their own way of doing things. I have my way of doing things, you have your way of doing things. But as long as we appreciate each other's, forms and how we go about doing things, we can learn. And there's nothing wrong with people trying out your way, someone else's way. You got to connect with somebody, kind of like the way I'm connecting with you.
Yes, exactly. I think that's really important. I always tell people, even in my course, it says it, I think, at least twice. Please do not only follow me. Please go read other people's methods. Please go find as much information as possible because you're supposed to take what resonates for you. What is working for you is what is true for you, you know?
Yeah, I got it. And I think this is going to be wonderful. Like I said, I want people to, at least follow you on TikTok for the very least, but I would like other people to try, just even, I don't even think we did it for too long, like, 20 minutes or so, and you're able to pull something from me and actually get a read on me, which was really good. And I think other people are going to need that. Did you also have, like actual course documents or anything? Did you write up a whole bunch of stuff?
I did, yes. I think including the workbook, it was a little over 80 pages. It basically takes you through it tricks your brain into telling you what you believe is true about yourself. And it does this by gently and nurturingly prompt you into getting an emotional response to some of these things. It's not like poking your trauma wounds or anything like that. Like the first phase is about the happiness wheel. The thing is your brain is constantly spiraling in all these thoughts and your body is constantly feeling all these emotions and sensations But throughout our life, because, go cry in your room or I'll give you something to cry about, we stopped acknowledging those. Those are the things we are meant to ignore while we do what we're supposed to do. And so my course is all about bringing that back in and relearning how to use those as the messages that they were like designed to be. It's not necessarily to tell you what is good or what is bad, what's right, what's wrong, but it's telling you how well this specific instance is reacting to your energetic coding.
And that's and this is why I find you amazing. I've been following all of your TikTok videos, and you give so much, and there's so much energy, as well as so much for people to actually take and use for their own, purposes to find how to make themselves better or whatever the case may be. And like I said, again, TikTok, it's all over. You got so much good stuff out there. So again, everybody, Energy by Lizzie is something I really want you to try out, and I'm going to have all the links. And Lizzie's going to be here as co-host many, many shows, and it's the start of a beautiful friendship as well. And so, outside of that, I mean, what else can you tell the world about you outside of all the energy work and all?
Outside of the energy work, well, I mean, I'm a mom of two, a massage therapist in the daytime when I'm not doing energy work. And honestly, at this phase in my life, energy work and being a mom pretty much consumes my entire being.
Sounds like a podcaster I know. Yeah, I think it's great that we both have a passion for the things that we do. And yes, we are all learning. I'm learning new things every day and I'm growing. And that's something that I learned from Lizzie too, as well, in our little session. I'm learning, I'm open to the learning. And I know there's going to be a whole future of stuff that I'm going to be amazed by that what I can do. Because I think most people too on this that listen to the podcast, I was searching a lot for what my gift was, and I believe I found it through the oracle cards. But I'm also good with reading energy as well, and that's the whole reason why I picked up these two new co-hosts. Danielle, nobody met yet, but Danielle's going to be another co-host. Danielle, I knew for a short period of time when I was doing the whole firefighting thing, and I met her in one of the classes. But she resonated with me too as well, just off of what I've seen from her posts on Facebooks, and I was getting an energy from her, and it just kept coming up and up and up, and I finally reached out to her, and she said yes to the whole podcasting thing, which was great. And the same thing happened with you. I was like, why is it you keep coming up in my feed? Why is it that you're always in the back of my head? I'm always there's something going on. You too. You reach out and say, yeah, I'll do the podcast, and this is the way people resonate with other people. And I don't think we understand it that much. Or a lot of people don't understand it unless you're really tuned into it. I mean, it's not something that's not real. If you don't understand what it is, try tuning in, try focusing on energy. I always said there's always somebody that's going to creep you out. And that's intuition. That's the way you feel. That's energies. But there's also energies when you feel relaxed with somebody, when you feel friendship with someone, when you feel love with someone, no matter what it is, that's all energies. That's what we're all connecting with. And you're doing a great job putting that all together for people. You're doing a great job for me. And I'm doing a great job learning about it too, as well, and trying to get energies off of people and learning how to use that to help those people. Because it's not all about us. We have to start, reaching out as society and stop thinking, one way street. We got to reach out and start, helping each other out in order for society to get better.
Yeah, I agree. And I'd also say that if you've been following this kind of stuff for a while, but you haven't tried, a lot of people have a really hard time with their intuition. The thing is, I've not met one single person who pursued this that could not do everything that I do if they just worked on it for long enough. I don't necessarily believe that we all have unique gifts. I think we uniquely find our little niche of what we learn first. But I believe that when we take it far enough, we can do literally anything.
That's a good way of putting it. I do like that. It's, just like I was trying to figure out what it is I'm all about and all. And you say, well, it's all in the universe. We're all connected, but it does. You simplify it though. And I like that. Instead of saying, oh, it's all universal, this is just the way life is. And we just need to practice it. And that's it. It's that simple.
Yep, that's exactly it. It's just practice.
That's it. And I do, like I said, I enjoy it. I enjoy your energy, and I'm hoping everybody else does. And as we move on with this podcast, we'll get into certain topics on the subject. We may throw things out to each other that's completely outside of our realms. I'm looking forward to that. And I hope the audience looks forward to that too as well. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in to episode 101. This has been really exciting for me, and I'm enjoying working with the new people. And Lizzie, thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, you're going to lend so much to this show, you don't even realize it.
Thank you very much. It's been a very big honor being here today.
And thank you. And we will see you really soon. And unfortunately, Danielle, she lived right near me and she could have been in the same room with me doing these recordings, but just due to life and situation, she had to move outside the state. So it's going to be a little while. I want to give her the time to unwind, relax, unpack, get her life in order. And with Lizzie, same thing. She can't be in the room. She's way out in another state. So it happens. But I do believe that the energies are flowing with all of us and we're going to keep that going. And listen, anybody that's listening to the show right now, if you really want to just learn about yourself, if you've got questions, or if you really want to work with this sort of energy and this energy architecture, you could contact Eye Opener Society at the Eye Opener Society at gmail.com, or we're going to give links where you could reach Lizzie. And if I'm not mistaken, your email is lizzie.by. Oh, yeah, right. I screwed it up again. See that? energy.by.lizzie at gmail.com. I'm just going to put the links in. I'm going to stop with this. But thank you for correcting me. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll reach out. We'll have people reach out, and anybody who wants to work with you, we'll get them to you. And I just want to thank again you guys, the audience. 3 damn years. It's been great. 100 episodes. I feel so great. I can't wait to move forward. I want the 500th episode to come, and I sure hope that Lizzie's here with me at the time, and Danielle, and even Hannah. I don't mind. I just got so many bigger ideas. The show's going to elevate itself, but we're still the same OI Opener Society, raw, unedited, and uncut. Again, Lizzie, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see everybody on the next episode.